That is a big ship. And we're in Nassau. We've got the oldest ship on the left and almost the newest ship on the right. Just trying to figure out where the tour goes from. Okay, so one piece of information we've found out already is the meeting place for most of the excursions is right here by the ship, literally right off the ship, so you don't really need to give yourself a lot of time to get here. Just down through security off the gangplank, and the different zones are right outside. So that's good to know. So right here we're waiting outside the bathrooms to give everybody an opportunity to go to the bathroom before we get on the bus. At this point we're about halfway to where the bus picked us up, which was just outside the port on the main road, so not all that far to walk. And then after that it was just a few minutes on the bus to transport us from right outside the port down to where the jeeps were waiting. As we walk down this main street, off to the right is the new area that they've just finished developing. I believe it's open now, where the market stalls are going to be located. So as you can see, we're now on the little minibus riding through the city of Nassau. It was about a 5-minute ride from the ship to where the jeeps were located. I don't know what the difference between pearl and white is, babe. So this is the Jeep that you drive. Looks like about a 1981.
We have our new BFFs in the back.
221,000 kilometers on the clock. It's about 10 miles, right?
All right, keepers, let's keep it tight here for me. Let's keep it tight here to the left, okay? Missing one more Jeep. Awesome. We're taking a right-hand turn for me. And you're staying on the left-hand side. Left-hand side. Well done there, my white Jeep. Let's keep it to the left, not the center, okay, baby? Awesome. Let's keep it to the left, Jeepers.
So about 5 minutes into the tour, we start getting a message from our walkie-talkie that the battery is dying. Not a good start. So at this point, I started complaining about how much pressure it took to get the brakes to actually work. They were not exactly confidence-inspiring, and the steering was literally a suggestion. So at the start of the tour, you're literally driving through downtown Nassau. You do get to see some cool old churches, and then there's a street with some shops and restaurants on it. It's an old church. Kind of cool. Is it a cricket club? I should go show them how to play. This was the lunch shop. So lunch was jerk chicken, rice and beans. It was okay, but the rice and beans were actually better than the chicken. So as you can see at this point, we continued our drive around the coast road. around some roundabouts, and as you can see it does get quite busy, the traffic, so definitely need to take care if you're not used to driving on the left. Coming up, we stopped on a bridge, which is a little viewpoint where you can see an inland marina. Then we continued on. I think it took about 15-20 minutes to get from lunch to the actual caves. So we arrived at the cave. The guide gave us some information about the caves. I think they said that the caves went back a couple of miles. And the caves consisted of this big open area, and then down below there were also some caves that went further back, and they were full of bats. So after a quick selfie opportunity, it was time to start heading back towards the port. We did have another stop on the way back, which was at a beach. We were only at the beach for about 20 minutes. Honestly, my biggest complaint of this tour was that we didn't really get enough time at the places that we wanted to stop at. I felt like we wasted too much time at lunch for what was a pretty mediocre lunch, and it took away from my time at the other places. So if I had some feedback to give, it would be exactly that. Overall, it was fun. It was nice to see a little bit of the island. We stopped there a couple of times before and didn't even get off the ship. I would say it's worth getting off the ship. And this tour would be better if it was a bit cheaper and you spend a little bit more time at the beach. Other than that though, we had a great time. We were a little bit late getting back to the ship, but obviously it was a Carnival tour, so they didn't leave us. So yeah, if you've got any comments or questions, please leave them down below, and thank you for watching.